Okay, so I'm going to be doing just a quick update on my diorama and what I've been doing so far with this. This has actually been a really nice time for me to just not worry about making videos and editing and just sit down and do some hobby. So this has kind of been a nice refresher for me. I will be jumping back into doing videos again, like proper edited videos and things. But this is how my diorama is looking so far. It's not finished. I still got a fair bit to do on this, but you can see it's now coming together quite well. So I've got my three characters up there, all pretty much painted, plus my little dude coming out the ground here. And so since the last week, I was like talking about thinking about how I was going to make the composition and things like that. So I ended up going with this sort of idea. I went and found this nice circular base at just the local hardware store, and used this rather than a square base. I thought at first I was going for a square base, but I just never liked the compositions that I had. I thought with a circular base I can kind of control your fields of view a little bit better and create a bit more of an interesting diorama, which I think I have actually managed to do. Then I just laid out loads of cork that I just ripped up and placed around all over the scene. Started placing around the characters to see where they would look, and came up with this composition. Once I was pretty happy with them, I made sure that they were all just painted up as best as I could, along with trying to get this magical stream looking as best as I can. To be honest, I'm not really very happy with it, but it'll do. It's all right. It matches the color of the light that I've actually done, so it's not too bad. And then I took the opportunity to also add elements to the scene to just add some more interest. So I've got like these spikes coming out of the ground here, these spears with skulls on the top, a couple of skulls and skulls over there, and I also added on this banner as well, which I've tried to do a little bit of freehand. It's not fantastic, to be honest, but it was fun to have a go. I'm really awful at freehand, and I just wanted to do this kind of zombie sashimi banner, so I've got the skull with the chopsticks in the top. It's just a little one. I might try and add a little bit more to it. I'm not sure though, and I'm not very confident with it. Once all of this was in place, I made sure I did the OSL on the Necromancer first, so I was really pleased with how that came out. So there's a nice shine on his sleeves there, as you can see the magic just reflecting on his clothing and his staff. I'm still wondering about whether or not the gold at the top of these, his staff there, the bottoms of that should perhaps reflect some of the magic as well, because it's a very reflective surface being metal. So I might be adding that as well. Once all of that was done, I then just slapped on a load of Vallejo thick mud, slapped that all over the surfaces of the base. I should say actually, before I did that, I did actually paint everything black, dry brushed various greys to create this rock effect. Then I slapped on the mud, and yeah, the mud looked really good. The mud was a bit light, and I didn't like how bright it was making the scene compared to the dull tones of everything. So I just then got my trusty Nuln oil and just slapped it all over the mud once it was dry, and it dried off nicely, adding on a few little bushes as well, a few tufts of grass here and there. Then I just kind of added on some OSL onto the skeleton, and then the OSL onto the ground as well. I'm not finished with all of that at the moment. Tried to increase some of the OSL on this little fella here, because I found you don't really look at him very much. He blends a little too much in with the ground in front of him, I feel. So I might have to try and do something there to try and make him pop a little bit more, because he's kind of an important element of the scene. But yeah, I added some blood just to kind of add interest to the base a little bit more. But I'm liking how this is going. And it's kind of telling the story of this necromancer raising the dead on this old battlefield, and his little familiar or helper there watching and seeing how it's done. And yeah, that's going to be good, and that's going to be it for now. Thank you very much.